contains the energy that all cells need to fuel any energy-powered processes. But before I convince you that I'm the most essential cell organelle, I first want to tell you about my humble beginnings as a cell organelle. You see, I wasn't always an organelle. Billions of years ago, I started out as a little cell, just swimming in my microscopic world. Back then, I was equipped with all the necessary features of a regular prokaryotic cell. I had ribosomes for creating proteins, I had DNA for self-replication, and I also had a double membrane. My double membrane has a smooth outer membrane and a folded inner membrane called cristae. Inside the cristae is the matrix, where all of my enzymes, ribosomes, and genetic information is all neatly kept. Well, back to my story. While I was swimming one day, minding my own business, a giant eukaryotic cell comes in and eats me whole. I begged it not to digest me because I could provide it ATP after all. So luckily, the eukaryotic cell spared me, and here I am today, providing ATP for you and me. I call this story the endosymbiosis theory. How important is an eye to the cell? Well, let's pretend that I didn't exist for a second. A world without me, mitochondria, would be disastrous. Without me, the production of ATP would cease to exist. If there wasn't any ATP, no energy-fueled processes could occur in the cell. This would affect every organelle. For example, in the plasma membrane, no active transport could occur. This includes endocytosis, pinocytosis, receptor-mediated endocytosis, and exocytosis. Not to mention, sodium-potassium pumps would not be fueled. When all of these functions stop in the plasma membrane, your cells will fail to maintain homeostasis, and you will die. See, without me, the mitochondria, you, the plasma membrane, wouldn't be able to function correctly. Also, what about movement in general? Every organism uses me, the mitochondria, to supply the ATP to their muscles for muscle contraction. Yes, this includes walking, talking, running, anything to do with muscles moving or body movement. That means if I wasn't able to give energy, you wouldn't be able to move. That's right. No more sports, no more texting, no more breathing, and unfortunately, no more living. Despite my importance to the cell, other organelles try to bash me. Some say since I can potentially have mitochondrial disease, I pose a threat to the cell. Well, yeah, but not really. Mitochondrial disease only occurs in 1 in every 4,000 individuals. That's highly insignificant compared to the many genetic mutations in the nucleus. I mean, do you know anyone with mitochondrial disease? Yeah, didn't think so. Besides, each organelle has their share of genetic diseases and mutations. I can assure you that I just want to produce ATP in the most efficient way possible. Nothing should overshadow that fact. Without me, mitochondria, movement of the muscles, homeostasis of the cells, and cell respiration would cease to exist. Today I urge you to make the best decision. Using the muscles that I supply ATP to, vote for me, mitochondria, as the most important cell organelle. I promise you will not regret it.
Sing the chorus.